All right, what's up, boys? Today I'm gonna go through how I took this losing trade on Nasdaq. Let's get rid of a few things right here. How I took this losing trade on Nasdaq right here. Stops right there. Take profit right here. And how it could have been avoided, and what I saw that other people might have not saw, and yeah, stuff like that for today. So it was a 2.68 risk to reward. You could have done the same exact thing on ES, and ES would have been worse risk to reward. Would have been 1.4, which is why I took it on NQ. But I'm gonna go through everything. And crypto's down hella right now. It's down 3%. Nvidia's down 15% almost. And AMD's down almost 6%. It's just a really shit day for if you have any AI companies. Anyways, let's get into this. I'm using a new recording thing, so I can't even see my face cam right now, but hopefully it works and stuff like that. Anyways, let's get into it. So, obviously, we had a flash crash, and in the market opened and went down a whopping 2.5% on ES and 4.6%, I want to say. Yep, 4.6% on NQ. So immediately I wanted to be bearish for today, and my bearish bias got fulfilled, and I was willing to be bullish if my bullish bias got fulfilled, plus a little bit more. So, anyways, we go into the market at market open. What happens? We get a huge dick up, and we're already in this hourly price, and right here we're already in this hourly price, so we just need a 15-minute to get hit. So we have this 15-minute marked out. It gets slammed. Cool. What else gets hit? This 15-minute on ES. Cool. We also have this 15-minute. We got everything that we need. Now we just need to see a 5-minute retrace, and we're going to call it good. So what do we see? We wait. Price goes into this hourly fair value gap right here, and we wait for another retrace. We get a retrace right here at 9:05. It finishes. 9:05. It finishes on NQ as well. NQ is a little bit more in the hourly fair value gap right here. But as you guys can see, we got a retrace. We got everything we needed right here. Boom. What do we go down to? We go down to the 1-minute time frame. What do we have happen? We have this fair value gap right here. We have this fair value gap right here. Price dicks through it, dicks back down. Price does the same shit for both of them on ES and NASDAQ. And I already talked about ES and why I wouldn't take the trade. But what happens? Right here, right here. Price goes through both of them. Boom. Price only goes through the one on ES, which is okay. I didn't really care about ES. My entry would have been right here. And I would have targeted these 15-minute highs. Same thing on NQ. Because they were I was such high confidence that these 15-minute highs were going to get taken out from pre-market that I just couldn't see it. Like, I couldn't see price not getting to that for my trade. So I enter on NQ because NQ is so much better risk to reward, and I enter off of this rejection, off of this fair value gap, showing a little bit of SMT as well. Not SMT, just SMT to these highs. Because bam, SMT on the 1-minute. This is what I target. This would have been my trade on ES. This would have been my trade on NASDAQ. Which one are you more willing to take? I had my stops at the highs because that's what you should be having your stops at with this kind of trade. 5-minute wasn't broken structure yet. 5-minute was still bullish. 15-minute was still bullish. That's why I targeted this 15-minute. And what else happens? I see nothing else. We can get a 5-minute break of structure right here to the downtrend. What else can we get? On NQ, we can get this 5-minute break of structure. And this was a huge high confluence part right here, high liquidity. I wasn't expecting price to reverse off of it, and it did. But I was thinking if it broke structure right here on the 5-minute, it was easily going to go and hit my take profit. Like immediately, that's what I was thinking for when I got into the trade. So anyways, I got in right here, 2.74 risk to reward, 180 ticks. Cool. Perfect. What happens? We get this. We get a huge downtrend going down. I'm like, cool. Like I'm gonna hit take profit. I was probably $1,000 in profit with this. And I was like, cool. I'm a little bit halfway with what I want to get. ES and NQ took out this 5-minute that I thought if it broke structure, it would keep going down. So what happens? Price breaks structure right here on the 5-minute right here and on the 5-minute right here. Cool, right? Now it's like, okay, it's seeking out liquidity to get more to go down to my take profit. Same thing on NQ. It's doing the same exact thing. What happens? Price ends up keeps going up, and it takes me out of the trade. I lose. I lost $930 something on this trade. That's whatever. I don't really care that I lost. But look at this. They were matching perfectly, meaning this is where liquidity would have probably been resting. Right here, I'm going to put it red so that it makes more sense. Right here, right here. This is where liquidity would have been resting. Right here, right here. Because that's where everyone's orders would have been taken out. So as you guys can see, what happens when price hits that? I also call this NIL. So I call it NIL because it's where resting liquidity is. So NIL. You guys get the gist. Anyways, this is where liquidity is resting. Boom, takes it out, takes people out. Takes people out of the trade. We get this 1-minute down candle right here. We get this 1-minute down candle right here because it takes out both the NILs. So then after that, I was like, okay, this is our last chance to actually take a winning trade. And if it stops me out here after this, which it did, I'm completely okay with it because then I just knew it didn't have enough liquidity and there was nothing I could do to prevent that. Anyways, it stops us out. Nothing else to it. And then this is what the market looks like right now. So it stopped us out, and now it's going to go hit my take profit. Same thing. Went up, down. Second trade would have been right here on ES. And, this would have been the trade for your second trade if you would have taken one. I honestly probably would have targeted all the way down here because I'm so confident in these lows getting taken out that I would be surprised if they wouldn't. Even though these are definitely 15-minute lows right here, I would be surprised if price did not want to go down right here. And same thing on NQ. Same thing on NQ. I would be very surprised if price didn't want to go down right here. So we'll see what happens. You guys can see if I'm right or wrong. Well, I was right, so never mind. Never mind, I didn't hit it yet. Never mind. It was one tick away. There we go. So price did want to take out my lows. It just needed more liquidity to seek out those lows, and I was liquidity today. And I went to take in this trade because it was at 9:45, 9:50. I do not trade past 9:30. And yeah, price just didn't want to go my way for today. Um, I don't regret taking the trade. I don't, none of that, because it was my perfect setup for today, and there's nothing I would have changed. So honestly, that's all I got for you guys, and lost 930 bucks for this trade. And yeah, that's all I got. Peace.